The video I'm going to do today was titled Harley Wishbone Frame. But obviously what we're looking here is not a wishbone frame. It's a straight leg frame. I am going to do kind of a video series of a wishbone frame that I'm building. Was a similar process to this one. What I wanted to do was just show you this frame basically, which is going to be from a similar stack of parts, and also to show, well, I've done this before. It worked just fine on this process once the problems were dealt with, and it's going to work for this other frame I'm building. So with that, let's take a look at this thing. This started off as an original cradle section out of a Panhead. You can see the black paint there. Basically, it was from the saddle all the way forward to the front motor mount. But as with all of these frame scraps that are out there, that came out of a wrecked and bent motorcycle frame. And so I had to end up replacing the frame tubes. And actually, to back up, when I originally started building it, I was going to take that Panhead cradle section and marry it to the back using a V-twin hardtail section. And basically, I handed that pile off to my frame guy, and it was a battle trying to get the doggone thing together because the V-twin parts don't have the right bend radius coming that. He heated those and redid them to try to get them to come up to the axle plates just the right height. Anyway, I got that whole frame put together using this section up here. I knew I wanted to run a Springer, so I put a knucklehead neck. And actually, to back up again, my goal was to make a knucklehead looking frame, but that would accept a Panhead or a shovel head motor. That's that thing there. So this is not a how to restore a knucklehead frame or how to perfectly restore a Harley Wishbone frame. This is how to build a stock looking frame that's good for a chopper. So that neck, that's a 41 through 46 neck. It takes an inline Springer. This is a 2-inch over Springer. That thing's going to get a 21-inch wheel, 16-inch rear, but I digress. So anyway, I had that frame put together, and basically nothing fit. The tail end was crooked. The wheel wouldn't line up. It wasn't on the backbone center line. Also, this thing was put together originally with 1-inch frame rails, and then I tried to use a shovel head motor mount, which is sized for 1.125 inches, and the guy just tacked it on and tried to weld his way out of there. Anyway, the front motor mount was low and also off at an angle, and I cut that frame apart and started all over with new lower frame rails and also new back rails. But basically, I wanted to show you this frame because it's a similar process I'm going to use on the Wishbone. I'm starting with a original Panhead lower section like this, and then everything else is going to be reproduction frame parts put together, and it's going to be for a chopper. So you can take a look at that. See, I don't have the foundry mark on the sidecar loops. There's no marks in the neck of the frame. The axle plates don't have any marks. Normally that, There's markings, foundry markings in the web and in the neck. This one doesn't have it. So the next video, we're not going to see this frame again. The next video, which will hopefully be out in a couple days, will be the wishbone frame. But again, I've done this before. There's no reason the process won't work again. Any questions, drop them in the comments. And then you can subscribe to see how the progress comes on the other frame.